mind, everything we auction is sold on lien sale paperwork, unless we tell you otherwise. In which case there may be a title to it, or perhaps a counter title. Cars that come in with keys, we don't charge for those. If we happen to make a key in order for a vehicle, that's printed out on your list there, and I'll do my best to remind you what the key charge is prior to the bidding process, because that will be added on to the purchase price. The only other add-on is that 10% parking tax. That goes back to the city of LA. All right. Last week we announced we're going to charge a 8% fire premium, but that's not going to go into effect until next week. Okay. All right, we have some long links tonight when they hold, so when we get down there, we'll give you special instructions concerning those vehicles. Was their 10-day hold? Do keep in mind everything we auction is sold in as-is condition, exactly the way it came in. No guarantees, warranties of any kind. Neither expressed nor implied as to the make, the model of the year, the color, and anything else. Okay?
Yeah, you got one?
So we have inspection time for you to come in and look at the vehicles, and then you can make an informed decision as to what the value is to you. All right, one quick reminder here. There's cameras all over, up and down the street here, okay? So do not dump trash out on the street, okay? When you buy the car, take your car to where it's going, and then get rid of the trash there. Don't dump it in the street out here, because they're going to come and chase you down, okay? Right, if you buy a car, you leave it out there in the street, it's out there tomorrow, it's fair game for getting impounded. Okay, again, because DOT and LAPD patrol the streets, and once they see that out there, your car is likely to be right back inside here again. So please take your car out of here, get it out of here by 12 minutes tomorrow, okay? All right. As far as payment goes, guys, we do take cash, we'll take MasterCard, Visa, debit cards, as long as those cards are in your name. The registered bidder. All right, we probably will not release too many cards tonight. As you can see, we're pretty well jammed up here. We're extra busy, and no place to put all these excess vehicles. So be patient, be patient. We'll release cards tomorrow. No extra charge to leave them. Just make sure you get your car out of here by 12 noon, okay? All right. I think I covered the do's and don'ts. If I missed anything, we'll remind you if we start going through here. George is about to have a coronary here, so let's, we're good. He says we're good, all right?
We're good.
Everything's under control. All right, here we go. Here's number one. Wish you the best of luck, and let's have some fun. There's an option with the I-35. Four on, automatic, should have run, those run. 80 bucks in the key check, guys. We'll put a pound sign. I got down to go. Three. I got a half four. We're gonna go 4.5, then 5.5, then 6. How about 6? 6.5, 6.5, 7, 7.5, 8.5, and 9. How about 9? Gonna go 9. Gonna go 9. I got 9. No half. 9.5. Now 1,000. And 1,000. Now a half. How about 150? Gonna go 50, 50. I got 1,000 over here. Up. What's wrong with this one? Okay, fine. It's a quarter. You want a quarter? A quarter and a quarter, now half, 1,050, and now 75. How about 75? I'm going to go 75, 75, now 1,100, and a quarter and a half, 75, 1,175, you're 11 and a half, 1,175, 1,175, 75, here we still in second row. Boy, 1,150, 1,150, let me see your buyer number there. Sorry, I need to see your buyer number. Let me see your buyer number. Number 97. On up to the 114, right? Number 2. Here comes
What's the start?
97. Yes, sir. Here we go. Number 2. Here's a 20. They runs 2. 125 with a each on. 4 on automatic. Straight to the right. And you start me out with a pound 10. I got 5. How about a half 6? How about 6.5? No 7, 7, no half. They 15. You gotta go 50, 50. Now 80, 100, 50, 50, 59 here. I have 50 now, 1,000 now, half, and a half, 10 and a half, now 11 here, 11 and a half right here, and 12 here, 12 and a half. How about 12 and a half here, 13, where do you go 13, 13, money's 12 and a half. I got 13, now half, where do you go? How about 13, how about 50, 14, then that's 15, you're gonna go 50, 50, 14, how about 50, 14's over here. How about 14, how about 50, 15? How about 15? How about you got 15? I got 14 half a side. How about 15? 15, better go 15, and now a half. And a half, and 16, 16, now half. How about a half, and now 17. How about 17? Better go 17, 17. How about 17 down here where it's pulling upside at 1650. Put them on number 8 tomorrow, right? Here's number 3. Here comes the 93 Camry car. Right? For automatic, what do? $500. Right? And, uh-oh. Always forget at least one thing. Okay, there it is. Hey, check it out. Okay, how much he said that he said we probably will take 3. How about 3? You're gonna get 300 and that quarter here. They 15, gonna go 50, 53, 50, no, 75. How about 75? Gonna go 375, 400. How about 4? And that quarter, 25, 425. What do you say? How about 4 and the quarter here in the half, 450. And the 50, and the 50, no, 75. Gonna go 475. Come on, let's go. And 500, be 5. How about 500? How much $500 and I sold it at 475 online. Number 4, number 5, the auction, 24. Figure 3 is covered. 4 on, what you see here. Hey, to the side. I got my to go there. I'm gonna have it 230 now, 6, here's 75 now, 6. And a quarter is 75, got a high, 75. And 7, there was 7, a quarter, a quarter, now half here, 75. I'm at 75, now 800, now 800, and a quarter, 825, and a half, 850, 75, 8.5 here. 875, 875, 875, 875, and 9 and a quarter, 925, 920. But 9 and a quarter, and a quarter, 925, gonna go 925, and we sold it back at $900 on the line. Okay, thank you. Here's number 6. Here comes an old 5. Here, here's 5. All right, corner 100, this one, give me about this one. I think that's a prettier one. Let's see. Yeah, it might be, I don't know. How about $500? How about $500? He said 3, 3.5, and 4.5. You want a half? And that's 50 here, a quarter. And a quarter, and a quarter, four and a quarter, four and a quarter, and a quarter, no, we sold the tank. That's 400, number 6 is here, number 7. Here comes the one, and that's corner out of that, so you're right. Hey, guess what? I got $500, this needs a bet, that's all. $500. You want 5? I got 5, 4 places, 6, 7. How about 7, 7, 8? How about 800 here, now here, 7, 47, a half. And 75, 75, 800, now quarter, he's not bidding. You want each? And a quarter, and a half, 8.5, 850, 825, half on site, 875. How about 875? 875. 875, now 9. Now you gotta go 9. 9? And now a quarter. I got 9 here and a quarter. How about 9 and a quarter and a quarter? Who said yeah? A quarter, huh? You got a quarter here, huh? Hey, Eric, 9.5. Now 75. How about 975,000? And now a quarter. And now a half. And now 75. 75. 10.5 over here. How about 1075? I'm gonna go 75, 75 here and I sold the thing. 1,050. Number 8 is my or each car, let's just see, right? Quarter automatic, what do you say, 9? Who bet $900? How about $900, $500? He said 3, wow, 3 and a quarter, 3.5, 5, 5 and a quarter, 5. And a half, yeah, 75, you're gonna go 75, 5.5 here. How about 575, you're gonna go 75, 75, 75, here we have silver time right there. Or 550, put them on number 160, 160, buyer, here's number 9. Here we go, guys, here comes the 96, give it a quarter power. Right, corner automatic, give me for 5, $500 here, you said 2, 2 with a quarter. Quarter half, how about 250, 50, 50, 250, not 75, not 3, not quarter, and a half, and 75, and 4, and a quarter, and a quarter, and a half, over 50, and a 475, and 500, my quarter, 525, 5.5, and now 575, get it with 75, now 6, how about 6, and now quarter, 625, 6.5, that's 75, and 7, how about 7, my quarter, 50, 50, 51, 750, now 75, how about 75, get it with 75, 75, 75, here, 8, how about 8, 800. How about $800, 800, 800, 800, and now a quarter, and now a half. You see the quarter down here, 8.5. 850, 850, 50, 850, 50, anybody yes or no? 8.5, 75. 875, 75, he says no, and I say, so, look at that, at $850, $850, all right. He's got number 100, all right, number 10. Here we go with the phone. Hey, it's here, three. You want to go? Automatic, we're good? Yes, sir. All right, over $1,000. I got 1,000 to go here. How about five? $500. You want five? Hang on, let's second here. Raoul's perspective, this over here. You got 4.5. Okay, how about five? How about five? What about that one? I got five. Now, how about five? These five, 5.25, 5.5, 75. I got 75, 6, 5.25, 6.25, 6 over here. How about 6.25 and a quarter, 6.25, okay, now, and then 75, gotta go 75, we're on site here at 6.5. How about 75, and then 7 and a quarter, and a quarter, we're on site again, a quarter, half, 7.5, 75, now 8, I'm like 8, now a quarter, 8.25, each here. How about an 8.25, 8.25, 8.25, 8.25, and a half. You guys gotta go half. Give me half. No, 75. How about 875? Gotta go 875. Come on, guys, don't look like old ladies. Let's go. 875, 75, and I sold them on site for 8.5, 850, 87 buyer, 87. It's all about each month for the lumber for me, okay? All right, here's number 11. All right, here we go. Number 3, you can recall it. Hey, $30 for the pizza tax. You get about, we said, you get a quarter. You get the quarter, and set this on, over, now. And 75 and a quarter, and a half, 75. How about 75 cents, 600 and a quarter? How about 6.25, quarter, 6.5, 6.5. Are you guys together? Okay, 75, 7 and a quarter, and a half, 7.5. 75, 75, 800, a quarter, 825 and a half, 850, 75, 900 and a quarter, and a quarter here, and a quarter, 9's over here. How about that, a quarter right here, and a half, 950. How about 950 here, 75, 75, 975. How about 975, right here, and 1,000. And 1,000, and 1,000 to go, 1,000 down here, 1,000 to go, 1,000 to go down here. We have some in the corner for 975. There was nothing. The buyer that we're looking for here, number 12, 96. Make it. Then for the manager, you need to get about 3, got it, now quarter. How much every quarter and a half, and 75, and a quarter, and a quarter, and a half, and 5.5, and 6, right here, now half, now 7, how about 7, and now 1/2, and now 8, I'm not 8 here, 7.5, and 8, now 1/2, 8.5, 8 a quarter, okay, now a half, 8.5, 8.25, 8.5, no, sure, at 8.25, on mine, on and here's number 13, old right? Hold on, the administrator, the money, you need to, think about, we get, quarter. How much regular quarter? 3 should be it, regular quarter. How much regular quarter, and the quarter, and the high, 350, are you ready? 3.5? I guess we have 50, 50, 350, 75, oh, how about 4, 400? About four, we gotta get four. Money's 375 for it. Now a quarter. A quarter did it, four and a quarter, quarter half. I got 450, now 75, we gotta go 75, I think it. I'm about to the number, go five, be five, now quarter, now half, now 75. And 75, we gotta go 575, 575. I'm about 75, and we sold 75, 6. Hey guys, don't get like a meeting, 6 bit, okay? 75, 6. About 600, 600, we sold that time for 575 on, okay? Maybe some guys did a lot of cards tonight, so, let's here's number 14, 73. We did have a difference to the lot, $1,000 player. I got down to the road, four and a quarter, half, 450. And like 50, 75, we go 75, and then down to that one, what do you say? How about five now, quarter now, and 50. And that's 50, 50, I got a 55, 50. And that's 50, 75, 600. About 600, 600, gotta go 600 and a quarter, 600 pounds, got a home, 650. About 650, that's 75, gotta go 75, 700. About 7, gotta go 7, gotta go 7, 7, we have a quarter, and a half, about a half, 750, 750, in a row. And 75, about 75, gotta go 75, 75, we solar tank, 750 online, right? In car, no shit, all car. Right? I'm sure that you know here, who will put down the sign. Three will take that, not quarter. How about regular quarter here in the Apollo? I got regular quarter. Are you ready? Regular quarter now high, 350 is your turn. How about 350, 50, 350, 75, gonna go 75, and four. How about four, 400. How about 400, gonna go forward here, we have solar tank. 375, number 6 is, wonder, right here, number 16, one on that. That's a separate right, we're gonna say here, guys. Let's see there. Let's see, wow. Quarter, I get two, take it a quarter, you go back. A quarter, half. Half and a half. 75, three. And a quarter. And a half, 75, quarter. And a quarter. And a half, just like a clutch, you know. I got a hand, you want a half? And let's say 500. How about time? Gotta go find, gotta go find, gotta go find some good, a quarter, and a half, 75, six. And a quarter, 1, and a half. How about 75, 7, and a quarter, and a half. And now 75, gotta go 75. How about 75, 800, and a quarter, 825. And a half, and 75, 75, 900, and a quarter. And a quarter, 9 and a quarter, 9 and 2, a quarter, half, and 75. But 75, now 75, gotta go 75, what do you say? And we sold it at 950 on here for 17, 03, the NW for 25. For known automatic, sound recycling runners. How about 9 bucks, 5 bucks, two a quarter? 3 1/4. 3 1/4 half, 350, 3 1/4 half, 75. How about 75? We're gonna go 375. Are you ready? How about 75, 75, silver tank? 350, number 6. Come on, here. You actually talking. $4. Give me 100. Think about, well, you said two again, 2.5, now three. How about three? You're gonna go 375, but what kind of 300? How about three? Now 40, 3 now high, 350. And that's 50, 50, and that's 75, 400. And then a quarter. And then 450, 75. You gotta go 475. And 500, now 5. How about 5 and another, 5 and another, 500, you gotta go 5, now quarter, only 5, that's only 5. I have 5, you go 4, now 5, how about a half guys? How about a 50, 15, you gotta go 50, and that's 50, and now 75, you gotta go 75. How about 75, come on guys, let's go. How about 575, and we sold it. That's 550 online, 550 online. 19 is an elite. Hey, it's all right? So I can use the little line here, what do you say? There you go. That's a nice one. I got two and a quarter, half, we got a half, four. How about four? We gotta go four, 75 instead, now, four. How about four? How about four? 375, four, now, quarter, now, and a half, use a half, 75, five. How about five? Give me five, five, and a quarter, now, half. How about a half? How about a quarter here? How about a half? 75, six. Give me six, and now a quarter, and now a half. How about 650, 15, gonna go 56 and a half. How about 650, 15, and 50, and nine, silver, 10, 4, 6, and a squirt. Put him on number, one eleven is some higher. And number 45, oh, five, right? And sugar, what do you hear? How about they had a vote? What did you say, four and a quarter, four and a half? I got a 15, that's 75, you gotta go 75, money's four and a half, or 75, five. I got five, not quarter. And a quarter, five here, need a quarter, then, 75. How about 75, you gotta go by 75, 75, six, 600 and a quarter. How about quarter, on side is six, six and a quarter. How about six and a quarter, 40, then I sold him up front, $600, already gone, it's gone. 144 to buy it, 144 to buy it. And the 2000 Mitsubishi Diamante, on that is sugar to buy 800. But they got about three and a quarter, a quarter, half. I got 300. Guys, it's really hard to see it out there, so make sure you get my attention. 75 four. What? Not quarter? And I quoted here, lead a quarter, I have four, lead a quarter, guys. I'm a four and a quarter and a quarter and a quarter down here, four and a quarter and a quarter here, time. For $400, put them on number four, number four is 400, number 20. Hey, number 22 is in a lead, number 75. So now, automatic, everybody can, what do you say? You want three? 75, four, now quarter. And a half, 75, five, I can do now half. Now six, and a half, and seven, and a half. How about a half? Now eight, now half, eight and a half, now nine, now a half. How about a half, nine and a half, and now 1,000, and now a half, and 1,050, gotta go 50, 50, and 50 here, 1,000 over here. How about 1,050, give me quarter? How about 10, quarter, now half. I got a half, 75. How about 75, give me 10, 75. How about 75, gotta go 75, 75, 75, now 11 here, and a quarter. And a quarter, 11 a quarter, your turn. How about 11 a quarter and a quarter down to a half and a 75. 11, guys, you've been like old ladies again. Oh, good. 11, 75, 12, and a quarter, and a half. 12 and a half, 75. 12, 75, 12 and a half here, 12, 75. How about 75, 75, and I sold him at the front. For 12, 50, his number is 144. All right, here we go to number 23. Here comes. All right, two go maybe a change, everybody can do it. Parts, that's all. I got three, three and a quarter, half, 75, and a quarter, $400, and a quarter, and a half, and a 75, and a five, 100. I got five, and a quarter, right here, a half, five and a half, 75, six, and a quarter, now a half, 650, 75, 75, seven. I got seven, and a quarter, and a half, and 75, 800 now. But they had about this is 775, 800, not 40, not 850, another 50, not 75, 9, 900, what do you say? I got 9, not 40, not 25 and a half, 950, and not 75, you're gonna go 975, 975,000, and a thousand go, $1,000, not 40, no half. How about a hundred, 1,050, and the entry card. How about 1,050, you're gonna go 50, 50, 50, and I sold it then. 1,025 online. I hear it go number 24, 13, 50. Right? For now, how to give me I got 1,000 to go. You want 1,000?
I got 1,000.
That 1,011. How about 11 would be 11 here, 11 here, give me half, now 11.
75?
Now 11. How about 11 my quarter? I'm 11 1/4 half, 11 1/2, 75, not 12. How about 12? 100, be 12. How about 12 1/4, 12 1/4 half, 75, 13. How about 13? Ready to go 13. Money's from 75, 13 1/4, and a half. Give me half, 13 1/2, 75. And now 14, ready to go 1400. How about 14 1/4, and a half, 14 1/2. 75, ready to go 75. How about 75, 75? Come on, guys. 15, how about 15, 1500? How about 15? Now half, 1550, there's no point in so bidding, just bid. 15, 50, 1500, 50, 16, gonna be 16. How about 16? Gotta go 16. And now 15, gotta go 50, 17. How about 17? Gotta go 1700. How about 17? What color is your first?
17.
17, now half. And a half, 17 and a half. And a half, 1750, 18. How about 18? How about 18? We're going to go 18. Now, 1850. 1850, that's 50, yes or no? 1850, 19, 19. We got some old ladies speaking tonight. How about 19? We're going to go 19. Now, half and 2 grand. How about 2? We're going to go 2 grand. We're going to go 2 grand in a row. How about 2 grand? And now, 2050. Now, 1, 21. How about 21? 21 to another. Solar tank for 2050 online, okay? Okay, guys, just bid, okay? Here's number 25, it's a 2000 Toyota Sienna. All right, quarter out of money, should have about 800. I got how much? He said, quarter. So I get a quarter. All right, there you go. So I get a quarter, so I get a quarter, half, 350. And 50, 50, 650, 350, 50, and I sold the tank. 325, number 6 is Maya. Here we go, number 26, 98, quarter, 98. You don't have the money, maybe it'll get 800 fine. How about the first? How about 5? 3, 3.5. How 4? You got 5. How about a half? And 6. How about 600? Gotta go 600, 600 here. I do. I got 5.5 here. I need 6. How about 6? 75, 75, 75. Here's solar tank. At $550. Eight is the buyer. Here's $127. Hold on, automatic. They have takes what's going up. He said 5.5. How about 5.5? 550, quarter, now half. 50, he's 5.25. How about 550, 550, 50, 50, 50, 50, and I sold the 10. 525, number 8 is Meyer. Number 28, you know, we want. Change, $50, hold on, automatic, with I got thousand over there, but how about 5? You want 5? How about 5? Give me 5 and 1. Give me 5, 4.5, now 5. I got 5, 475, now 5, now quarter. And that quarter is half. How about a half? What do you say? 75, 6. How about 6? 600, 6. What do you say? How about 600? 600, now quarter, now half, now 75, now 75, 7. How about 7? Go 7, do 7, do 7, now quarter. How about 7 1/4? Quarter, I'm 7 1/4. How about 7 1/4? Half, 750. And at 50, you're gonna go 50, 75, 70, 75. Now we, and now we 100. How about $800? 800. Now we, you're right. $800, and we have solar tank for 775 online, number 29. All right, here we go. Here's the, I even want to get a bit right here. He's starting 13, 13, 12.5, 13. I got 13 and now half here, 14 and a half. I need 13 and a half. And a half, I got 15 on site, 1550. And a 1550, 1550, 50, 50, right here, 16 and a half, and 17 and a half, 18, 18, now half, 19. I'm at 19, now half, now 2 grand. I got 2 to go, I'm gonna get 2 grand, we're gonna get 2 in a row. How about 2 grand and 2 grand online, now half and a half, you guys are both off. But I got 2,000 here, 2,050, now 100. I got 1, now half. 21, the old lady woke up. 21 and a half, 22, 22, 2.5, 22 and a half, 22's here. I got a half and 3, got a half and 4, and 24. You guys are all 3 off. 24 and a half, now 5. How about 5? We're on site. 24 and a half, 25, now half, and a half, 25 here, 25 and a half, 25 and a half, and we sold it at 2,500 online, okay? Here we go, number 30. Here's our menu range, and we're on, hey, it runs that. Hey, I'll put some racks too. How about 1,000 bucks? 1,000, I think better. How about 11? How about 11 here, 1,000, 11 here, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 2 grand. How about 2, gotta go 2 grand, he's 19, 82. How about 2, gotta go high? Then we sold the tank for 1,900, 16 or 40, 169, I'm sorry, 169 is, made up 31, 98 Chevy, that's 10 truck. Okay? Depends on that one there, easy fix, what do you say, 800? How about 800 bucks, 400 bucks? How about 4, you gotta go 400 here, 375, not 4, not 4, no, sort of thing. 375, put them on number 6, here comes number, here's an 01. No, that's it. Hey guys, hey fellas, okay. All right, here we go. Here it is. We're gonna be Thompson. How about 5? He said 2. 2 to the quarter. How much you're gonna call the quarter of 5? That's even better. 5 to the quarter. And a half. 5, 15. Gonna go 50, 15, and 55 and a half. I have 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half. Get around. 5, 50, and I sold it. 5 and a quarter. That's what I'm on number 6. 6, 5. Number 33 is only 15. All right. Hey, guess what? Sounds like that. Number 5, 5, you got 3, 3.5, 4. How about 4? How about 4? 75, now 4. How about 4? 1, 3, 75, yes sir. And 4? How about 4? We're gonna go 400, we're gonna go 400, 400, and I have solar tank for 375, number 8 to buy, right? Here's the 4, 6, number 7. You know, automatically, it's a good type of car, guys, so you get a bit even. What? I'm not going here for 3, 3.5, 3.5, 4. I'm not going to go 400 here, 75 will work. And now 4, and now 4, and now you got what? I got 375 here, 4. How about 4? Now quarter, I got 4 on site in the middle, 4 and a quarter. And now a half, and that's 75. How about 75? Now 5, 5, you know 5, now quarter. We're on site at 5, 5 and a quarter, quarter, you know half, 5 and a half. 5 and a half, okay, that's 75. How about 75? 5, 75, 6, 6, now quarter. How about 6 and a quarter? 600 here, 6 and a quarter. And now a half, and a half, 6 and a quarter is online. How about 650, 650, 50, 650, silver tank. 625, and number 6, all right, here we go, number 35. I said, no, look, guys, we're going, and you train, stay to the line, give me about these. Well, he said 3 quarter, 3.5, 75, 4. How much over here, over the numbers, give me 4, what do you say? How about 4, are you bidding? He's not bidding. 4, no, sold it. 375, number 6 is the buyer, right? Number 36, oh 5. Hey, guys, right? Not a man, they're around here too, what do you say? 100. 400 bucks, 400 bucks. I got 3, 4, 4.5, 4.5. He's not bidding. I got 4, 4.5. Quarters, huh? And now 75. How about 75? You gotta go 75. Now 5, 500. How about 5 down to 5, 4, 75, 5. How about 5 down to 5 down to here, solar tank. 475 number is higher, right? Here's number 37. 20. Yeah, it's my mark. All right. I really thought, hey, you know, we got the doors. Okay. Other than that, it's easy, okay? Here we go. Yeah, so, here we go. I got 500 bucks, 2, 2 and a quarter, 2.5. No, 250? No, no 75. I got 75, you're gonna have over here.
I got 2.5. I got two. You got 2.5.
I do. 2.5 right there, 275, a little bit behind, now 3 and a quarter, outside of 3, 3 and a quarter, no, 75. How about 75, there goes 75, 400 and a quarter, on side of 4 and a quarter, 4.5, 75. How about 75, 500 and a quarter, and a half, and now 75, there goes 75. And now 6 and a quarter, and now a half, and now 75, he saw the first. How about 675, 7, how about 7 and a quarter, how about quarter, need a quarter, 750, 75, how about 75, 75. And now 800 and a quarter, 825, he's in at 8 and a quarter, come on guys, 825, don't lose anyone. How about 825 and a half, 8 and a quarter, half, 75, 900, now 9 and a quarter, and a half, and now 1,000, 20,000, now 1,000, now half, now 11, how about 11, 10 and a half, 10 and 11, how about 11, yes sir, silver time, 1,050, put them on number 4, the wire here, up 38, on the dot, and quarter around 800, I'm not making about 4, I got 4 here, 3 and a quarter, 3.5. I got 350, 15, get about 50, 350. What do you say? I got 50, not 50, 350, 50, silver time, 325, number 16, somebody, number 39, and 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, give me a count. Let's just start. You want to know that? I got 6, I got 7, 8. How about 8? Give me half. 7.5. 7, 0, and 1. How about a half? Quarter? How about quarter and a quarter here? Half here. 50, 50, 75. I'm going to go 75. Yes, sir. And 775, 800. Now we 800 dollars. Now we. I'm going to be 800, and we have silver tank 775 online. Okay, here we have number 40. Here comes an old. It's an S500. I ain't got figure it out, give me time. See?
I got 6.
I got 625, 675. How about 675, 675, 6.5 here. How about 675, we're gonna go 75, 75, 75, here we have silver tank. 6.5, what about number 8? 8 is 41, 2000. Now the Nissan Pachuca, you don't know, what do you do? How do you do? How about 5? Huh? 5, 0, 5, 7 and a quarter, 7.5. How about a half? A half, 7.5. I got 7 and a quarter here, 750, and we silver tank. 725. What about number 6? Right here we have 92 and 94. Toyota. And we're going to get things. We're going to find some bucks on that. How about 5? How about 5 here? How about 6? How about 6? So I got 9. It's even better. 9.5, now 1,000. And 1,000. And I'm going to go 975. Now 1,000. And 1,000 to go in a quarter. And a quarter, he's into 10, 10 and a quarter. I'm a quarter, and a quarter, and a quarter, and a quarter, down here, and I'm going to sell a tank for 1,000 even. Put him on number 4. 3 and 07. Okay. Forward on, automatic, and what do you say another one? How about 90 bucks? How much bucks? You said 3 and a quarter. How about 3 and a quarter and a quarter? I got 3, you 3 and a quarter, you want it? And a half, 350, and a 50 and a 75, I'm gonna go 75, 375, 4. How about 4? 400 now, give me 4 now. And now a quarter, 425, 420. How about 4 and a quarter? Now half, that's 75, and 500. And a quarter, now half, 5 and a half, 75. And 6, and okay, I gotta figure out what color first one on the whole. I got 7, 7 and a quarter. How about 7 and a quarter? Now I have 750. And a 50, 50, 7 and a quarter, 7, 15. You're gonna go 50, 50, and we sold the thing. 725, number 6 wire. 44. Here's a 2016 Mercedes C300. I'm ready to find, let's, here, right here. Hey, who got a pound cent? Who got a pound to go? We said three and a half, now four. How about four, I'm gonna go 400, I got three and a half, four. How about four, 375, four, not quarter, now half. I got a half, 75, and five, and we know it. How about five, 475 here,
I
you
got
five.
475 online.
Five, not quarter. A quarter I do, I have five, a quarter, and a quarter, no half, no 75. How about 75, by 75, now 600 and a quarter. How about quarter, six and a quarter, now a half, six and a half, 75. How about 675, 77 and a quarter, and a quarter, he's in at seven over here, a quarter here, eight and a half, 75. I get 75, now we 800 and a quarter. How about an 825, and now I have 875, how about 875, 900 and a quarter, and a quarter, nine here, quarter here, now I have, I don't have 75, now 1,000, and a quarter, a quarter, guys, we're taking too long to sell this stuff, let's get it on, 10 and a quarter, half, and now 11, 75, 11, and a quarter, quarter here, need a half, and 75, now my here's really one. 1175, 1200 and a quarter, and a quarter, and a quarter and a half, and now 75. 1275, guys are fitting like old ladies, you know that? 13, a quarter, 13 and a quarter, and a half, and 75. How about 75, 14, and a quarter, should have this car sold 2 minutes ago. 14 and a quarter, 14 and a half, and 75. How about 75? And 15 and a half. How about a half? 15, 50. 15, 50, 16. 16. How about 16? It's gonna be 16, it's gonna be 16, and we're gonna sell it. Time. For 1550 online. Wow, that's great. Here's under 45. There's another 7 price receiver. All right, and let's see here. What's that one look like? Here, yeah. Hey, who got about 800? 800 bucks. I got three here, three and a quarter, five and a quarter. I got five here and need a quarter, guys. How about five and a quarter and a quarter here and a half, only 50. And a 50, 50, 550, five and a quarter, five and a half. How about 550 and I sold it 25, 25, number 6 years, 100 years, 546, and 2012. That's a decent purchase. For the managed to the run, that's the economy, but I got time to go, You want five? Five and a half, that's even better. Now, how about six? How about a half here? I think six. You want six? How about six? 75, we're gonna go 75 here, so the tax. That's 550, put them on number 10, the buyer. Here's number the sir. Number 47 is in a week. Mercedes C 300, all right, quarter automatic. What do you do? How about they had about here we go, pictures right there, okay? Now you gotta get half now 75. How about 75? Gotta go through 75. How about 75? 75, sold it. That's $350 number 10. Number 10. Here's number 48 of 2014 Lincoln MKZ. Hey, you had the model. Cordon, the management of the run, so the title, we're about pounds. That pounds to go on that one. Not that bad.
You got to hope you get it 425.
What is it? I was asking the pounds. Five and a half. How about five and a quarter, five and a half? 75 six. How about six? You want six? How about six? Not quarter, 6 five and a half, right here. And 75. And now 77, not quarter, and a half, 75. 75, eight and a quarter, eight and a half, 875. 875, 875. 875, nine and a quarter, and a half, 950, and 75, and a thousand, and a half. I got a half. Uh-huh. Now 11, now huh? 11 and a half, 11 here, 11 and a half. Quarter, half. How about a half? 11 and a quarter, 11 and a half, 75, not 12. How about 12, 1200? How about 12, not 40, 25, and a half, 1250. And a 50, and a 50, and a 75 here now, 75, 1300. How about 13? What do you got? 13, 13, and I have
Wrong. 13.
a quarter, now half. How about a half? I got a half. He's
75.
75, 14. I got 14 and a half, 15
15.
and a half, 16. How about 16? I got a 16 and a half, 17 and a half, 17 and a half. I got 17 and a half, 18. How about 18 and a half, 1850? You guys are all bet like old women. 18 and a half, 19 and a half. I got 19 and a half and two grand. How much are you gonna go? You're gonna get 2 grand. How much two? Now, 2,050. You gotta go 50 and a half, 100, 21. How much 21 to the dollar? 21. What do you say? 21 when we summertime. There you go. 2050 online. Right here, number 50 here. There we go. Who goes wrong? Who don't have the back? Who goes wrong? Let's see here. We're on 49. Yeah, it's not on my sheet. I have to go way down here. It's Toyota something other than let's see what we got. Okay. Yeah. All right, how much you got there? I got 5,000, 75, 11, not quarter. How about 11 a quarter? How about 11 a quarter right here? Half, give me half. 11 a quarter is on side. 11 and a half, 75, and 12. How about 12? 12 and a half. Now 13, what is 13? Here we go. I got 12 and a half, 13, now half, and a half, and now 14 and a half, 15, 15, 15 and a half, and 16 and a half, 16 and a half, 17 and a half, and 18 and a half, 18 and a half, and 19 and a half, and two grand, and now a half, 2,050, 2,000 here in the front. How about 2,050, 2,050, 50, 50, now 100, 50. I have only one on site, 1 and a half. How about 21 and a half? What else? How about 21 and a half and 9? No, 2. 22, 24 and a half. How about 22, 22?
22.
Now half. And a half. Come on, guys, let's go. How about 22, 150, 15, let's go 15, 15, now 3, 23. How about 23, 23, and we solar tank for 2250 online, all right? 3 years at all time. Sorry. In the wrong spot. 2250.
So now you're on number.
Number 50, the G50, right? All right, here we go. I've got 3 and a quarter. How about 3 and a quarter half? 75, 400. And a quarter, 425. 425, 50. And a 50, 4 and a quarter here. 450, gonna go 50, 50, 450, and that's 75. That's 5. How about 5, now, quarter, need a quarter, now, half. And a half, 75, now 6, now quarter, and a quarter, 6 years, 6 and a quarter. How about 6 and a quarter, quarter, now half, 6 and a half, 75. How about 675, gonna go 75, 75, 7, now quarter, and a quarter half, 7 and a half, you both off, a half, 75. How about 75, 800 and a quarter, 825. 825 and a half, 875, now 900 and a quarter, and a quarter half, 9 and a half, 75,000. How about 1,000? How about 1,000 to go, 1,000 to go, 1,000 to go, and a quarter, and a quarter and a half, 1,050, 75, gonna go 75, 1,100, and a quarter, 11 a quarter, now a half, 11 and a half, 75, and 12, we're gonna go 1,200, now 12. How about 12 to down there, not 12, you got that? And 12 down here, and I'm going to sell it, man. 11 bucks, 11.75. Yes, sir. 11.75, number 86, 86. Okay. All right, now we're going to 51.
That is correct. We're on 51.
The PT Cruiser, one, okay. Go to mama, guys, and what are you going to say in that one there? You said 3 and a quarter. I got 3 and a quarter, and a quarter and a half, 350. How about a 50, 50, 350, 350, 50, and we, he's not getting it, no? So, that's 3 and a quarter, we'll put them on number 6, number 6. And now we're going to go to 53, the old time. Go on, automatic. Number 86, yes, sir. Okay, now we're on number 52. So what are those? 52. Those, 81 times to the automatic, to the right, we're gonna have 75 How about 4.5 now quarter? And a half, here 75, and a half, 5.5, and 6.5, and 7.5, 8.5, and 9.5, and 1,000 and a half, no 11.5, no 12, 12.5, 13, 13 and a half, 14, ready to go 14? I got 14 and a half, 14, 15, 15, ready to go 15? 15, now half, now 16. How about 16? 15 and a half here. How about 16? 16, ready to go 16, 16, and I have over time for 1550. And number 137. On the number 53, the old 5. All right, there it is, little bump in the front there, right? 490, what do you say? 900. How about 900? 29, 29, 5, 3, 4, 4 and a quarter. I got quarter, need a quarter, you see, quarter now, huh? I got a half, 450, 450, 50, 450, 450, 50, and we have silver tank. 425, we're going to number 6, right? Here's 14. We got option of card. And you guys, here, the title, 1.5. Hey, let's see here. Are you gonna give me a time sign? How about time to go? You said, 2 2 and a quarter, I got 4, 4.5, now 5.5, and 6.5, and 7.5, and 8.5, and 9.5, and a half. I got 9 right here, and a half, 1,000, and 1,000, 1,000, now 5, now 11, now half, 11.5, 11.5, now 12, 12, 12.5, 12.5, 13, now half and 14, 14, 14, and 14, 14 and a half, 15 and a half, 15, 50, and the 50, I got 15 here, 50, 50 in the back, 16 and a half, 16 and a half, 17, 17, 17 and a half, 18, how about 18, money, 17 and a half here. How about 18, gotta go 18, 18, now half, 19, how about 19, on site, 18 and a half, 19. But 19, we're gonna go 19, 19 online, now half, now 2 grand. How much are you gonna go? Come on, that people, let's go. How much 2? You're gonna get 2 grand, get her out. 2 grand, now half, now 1. How about 21? You're gonna get 21, yes, sir. And 21, 21, then we have 1. Come on, let people don't slow down, just click your mouse, okay? 21, 21 and a half, 22. How about 22? How about 22? You're gonna get 200? Now 3, 23. Come on, what color is your purse? 23. No, so that's 2250 to 142, to 142, right? Here's number 55. Yeah, I kind of got messed up on your sheet there. This is an old, it's an old iron, it's a Ford sport track, okay?
It's a sport track. It's
Ford
a
sport track, all right? There we go, that's what we're selling, we're not selling a Honda, we're selling a sport track. All right, who about 1,000? I got 1,000, you want 1,000? No? How about 5? How about 5 what about? She said 3, 3 and a quarter. How about 3 and a quarter and a quarter and a half and 75? How about 75? Now 4, now quarter, 425, over here a quarter. Quarter, now half, now 75, now 5, now quarter. Now quarter, now quarter, 5 and a quarter, 5 is over here. How about 5 and a quarter? Okay, we had a half, 75. How about 75? Now 6, 600 and a quarter. How about quarter, 600, quarter and a half, now 7, give me 7. 675, now 7, now quarter. How about quarter, 7, 7 and a quarter. Now here's, give me 1 now. How about 7 and a quarter? How about 7 and a quarter and a quarter and a half, and here's 75. How about 75, 775, 775, we're gonna go 75, and I have sold over here, 750, number 8 is my IRA. 6. 80, 50, 41, 70, 50. Have some truck, guys. And then you turn, so you run, and you say, here, $500. He said, three and a quarter. How much three and a quarter in the quarter here? Three's money. How much three and a quarter in the quarter down here and a half. At a half, he said, quarter here. How much 350, 50, and that's 75. I'm gonna go 75, 375. I got three and a half. 375, 75, sold it, 75, four. How about four? Before. 375, four. And now a quarter. And now a quarter and a half. 450. And the 50, and the 50, 50, 450, 450, now 75, five, now a quarter. And a half, 50, so full size up, guys. Five and a quarter, five and a half. No, so that's five and a quarter, number 6 here. All right, here we go, and here we go. That's the right one. Forward on, automatically, what do you think? See here. Hey, you're gonna give me, 500. Number five, you said three and a quarter. A quarter half, 305, 475, 500 and a quarter, and a half, 75, and six. How about six, yes, sir? How about six? Two, need a quarter now, half. How about a half? 615, the 50, 50, 650 now, 75, seven. How about seven? Seven, a quarter, and a half. And a half, seven, a quarter, half, 75, 800. How about eight, now, quarter, now, half, 8 and a half. 858, 75, 900, and a quarter, and a half, and 75, and 1,000, and 1,000, be 1,000, and now a quarter, now a half. How about a half? 1,050, and a 50 here, 75. How about 75? Now 1,100. How about $11? Give me 11. What do you do? Give me 75, 11 and a quarter. How about 11 a quarter? Let me here, need a quarter. And a quarter and a quarter here, so the thing. Already gone. So 1,100 online. That's 1,100, okay? Yeah, let's be 100. All right, here we got number 58. No, econ. You are automatic to the line. How much they got about three and a half, take four. How much over here? Five and a half, now six. How much six? Now half. 650, now 700. Get seven, now 750, now 8, and 50, now 9. How about 9, now 50, there go 50, now 1,000, need. And 1,000, you know half. I got a half, 1,000 outside, 10 and a quarter, 10 and a half. A half, 75, 11. I'm 11 here, give me 11 and a quarter, 11 and a quarter. 11 and a quarter, 11 and a half. 11 and a half, 75, gonna go 75, 11, 75. Now 12. How much 12 here, need a quarter. How much 12 and a quarter, 12 here, half, 75, 13. How about 13 and a quarter, and a half, 13, 50. I have 50, come on guys, it's not that hard, just cut your knots. 13 and a half, 75. How about 75, gonna go 75. 14, and 14, now a quarter, and a quarter, and a half, 14, 50. And a 50, 50, outside of 14, a quarter, 14 and a half. Now 75. 14, 75, now 15. How about 15? 15, guys, just did like old women, I'm the leader. 15. 15, and I sold it out there. 1475, 1475. 105, 105, 59. There's a 2014, and you should be pretty tight. I don't know how to manage, figure it out, 800. How about they could have done that? How about they could have done that? How about four? How about four here, three and a quarter, he's three and a quarter. A quarter half, 315, gonna go 50, 75, gonna go 75. How about 375, gonna go 375, four, and a quarter, 25. How about four and a quarter, and a half, or 50, 75. How about 75, we're gonna go 475, 500 and a quarter. And a quarter, five and a quarter, guys, five and a quarter. How about five and a quarter, we have solar tank. 500 online. Here we go with number, 60 here. Hey, it's on the $1,000. I got down to go. And five, you said, oh my gosh, I got three and a quarter. How about three and a quarter? Got 5 pounds with a motor. How about three and a quarter? How about three and a quarter and a half, 350? and a 50, 350, 3.5, 3.25, 3.5, 350, silver tank, 325, number 6 is my 61. Okay, check. All right, here we go. Here comes the, all right, quarter how to manage, maybe 11, how much will bid? 1,000? I got 1,000, we said 3, we found it 6, that's even better, 6.5, 7, 75, 7. How about 7, this next one up, 7 and a quarter. A quarter, 7 and a quarter, and a quarter, and a quarter, 0, 7, 7 and a quarter, and a quarter, 0, we sold it, thanks. That's 700 online, here's number 62, here's a 94. 8, that's for automatic, and let's see here. Go get 5. You want 5? How about 5? 3, 4, 5, 6. How about 6? I got 5 outside. Need 6. How about 6? 5 and a half. I got a hand here, 50, 50, 50 quarter. How about 5 and a quarter, quarter here, and only sold it. At $500 from number 4. Number 4, that's 500 here, 65. Okay, right? Yes. I get runs too, guys. $4 out of that. But they can look, they get drives and drives, get 4, 4, 5. Number 5, he's 4, 4.5, now 5, now a half, 5.5, and 6 and a half, and 7 and a half, and 8, 800, now read, here, 75, now read, now a quarter, and a half, with a half, 50, 850, 50, 850, 850, 50, 50, and I hold the tank, 825, number 8, 8. Number 8 divided by 4. Is it what you said, McKinney? Right? They get running for them, they're going to run 17 and a half, 18 and a half, and 19 and a half. And a half, and 2 and a half, and 1 and a half, and a half, and 50, that's it. That's 21 and a half, 21, 21 and a half, now 2, and 22, now a half, and 3. How about 23, 23 and a half? How about a half, and 4 and a half, 24 and a half, 24 and a half, now 5, 25, now half, and a half, I got 25 on the side. Okay, Eric, 25 and a half, 26, 26, 26 and a half, 7, 27. That's 27, you guys are all off, 27 and a half. How about a half, 27 and 50, down at 15, we'll go 50, 15, at 15, at 50, then we sold the tank. 2,700 online, $65. There's a we saw that different, right? When the manager to the woman, they're gonna give me some time. How about 5 and about 6? How about 6? Here's 5, take 6. How about 6 and a 9 here, give me half, 5 and a half, is that a yes? I got 5, you're 5, 5 and a half, 5 and a quarter, 5 and a half, 75. How about 75? Gotta go 75, and then now 6, and then quarter, 6 and a half, and 75, now 7, now a quarter, and a half, 75, now 800, now quarter, and a quarter is over here. How about quarter, 825, and 825 and a half, 75, now 9, and a quarter, and a quarter, and a half, and a half, and a quarter, and a half. How about 950, 50, and 950, and 50 here, and I sold a tank. 925, number 3 divided, number 5, just a second. Here's number 66, there's the old 2 Toyota. Run, give me about how much, 9? How about 9 to the bucks? He says 3, 1, 3 and a quarter. 3.5. That's even better, 75, 4. How about 4 here, 4 for the dollar, give me 4, now quarter, now half, and a half, and 75, now 5, 500, now quarter, and a half, 5 and a half, 75, and 6, and a quarter, and a half, 6 and a half, 75. How about 675, 6 and a half here? How about 675, 675, and we have silver tank for 650, 650, it's number 1, 44, is that right? 44 divided. Here we have number 67 and 09 infinity. We need 9 here, 9 get another. I got 3, 3, go and a half, quarter half, 75, 5, How about 5 and a quarter here, 5 quarter and a half, 75. And 6, now a quarter, and a quarter half, 6 and a half, 75, and 7. And a quarter, 7 and a quarter, 7 and a half, 75, and 100 and a quarter, and a quarter and a half, 50, 825. Hey, 150, 50, 150, 150, no, 75, 75. 8.5 on mine. 875, 900. I'm not going to get it. Give me 9, get it on 9, get it out. I'm not going to get it now. 25. I'm not going to 25, and we have solar time, $900 online, right? Hey, two, three, 4, 5, what is it? Because he says, that's a better, what pay for the vehicle like that. For an additional 10 days, at the end of a 10-day period, if the owner does not redeem that vehicle, you'll come back and pick the vehicle up at that time. Or if the owner does redeem that vehicle within that 10-day period, we will refund you your money, all right? Anybody have any questions there? Very good.
I'm sorry, what do you this is
Okay, here we go. First 10-day hold.
68?
Number 68. It's a 2014 Toyota Prius, Spanish plug-in type, right? Hey, it runs, 4-door, automatic, salvage, title guns. Straight around, how much? 1,000, 11. I'm 11 here, give me 11 and a half, and 11 and a half, here, 11, 55 and a half. 12 and a half. I got 12 and a half, 13, 13 and a half, 14, 14 and a half, 15 and a half, 16 and a half, and 17 and a half, 17 and a half, only 17 here. I was 17, 50, I got 18 and a half, 19 and a half, and 2 grand. How about 2? Only 1, 21 and a half, 2 and a half, now 3 and a half, and 4, and 4. Now half, on side of 4, 24 and a half, 5 and a half, and 6. 26, 26, now half. How about a half? 26 over here. How about half online? Now 7, 27 and a half, 27 and a half in, 28 and a half, 28 here, 20 and a half, now 9. How about 9? What is 9? Now half, 29 and a half, and a half, now 3 grand. How about 3? You're gonna get 3 grand, now half, on side of 3 grand. 31, that's right, 31. How about 31? 2, 32, 3, 33, that bars out. I'm at 33, you're gonna go 3, now 4, 34, 34, 5. I'm at 5, on 30, you got 34?
What, you got 34?
I got 34 here, okay? 35, 36. It's your turn, 36, 7. And you just said 36 on site. How about 37, 38? Yeah, 38, he likes the color, what can I say? 38, 39, 39. You sure? I got 38, 39, sold it. At 3,800 online. I appreciate what you tried, okay? Here's number 69. Here's number 16. All right, it runs down. 400 members. You got around it. He's coming up here. Hey, you got 2 grand. I got 2. You're gonna go where? 2 grand. 21. How much 21 did it on there? 21. You're gonna go 100 here. 1. I got 2 grand. 21. Hang on a second. 21, a half. Now 1, 20, 50, 21.
21.
And a half, and a half, 21 and a half. 20, I got 21 and I got a half, now 2.
2.
I've got 2, now half. I'm at 22 and a half.
Half.
Now 3.
You okay? Half. 4.
All right.
Half. 5.
All right, I think that works. 25, 25 and a half. How about a half? 25, 56, 26. Is that a yes? Now half. On side of 26, that's a half, 7. How about 7? 27. How about 27? Now half. And a half, 27 here. How about 27, 50? You're gonna go 50, 50, and 50 now. 80, 100 here now. Half, 20 each here. How about 20, 50? Now, you got 8?
I got 8.
Now half. Now 9. How about 29? You're gonna go 9, 29. 9, now half. Now three grand, you gotta go three grand. How much three? You gotta go three, you gotta go 3 grand, 3 grand, 3 grand.
Three.
Now 31, 36, yeah, 31. How much 31? You gotta go 100, no, 100, so that's 3 grand online, 3 grand online. 70, here comes the 17, here comes the car, another 10 day hold. Right, $4, not a minute. Maybe let's see here. And then it is, this, a young special, I think, right here. I got about 2 grand, I got 3 grand, 31, 31, 2, 3, 4, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38,
41.
41, 3, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 5 grand, 51, 52, 52, 51 in the front row, 54, 55, 55, 56, 57, 58, 58, now he's 58, now 9, now 6 grand, now 1, 61, 2, about 62, 61, 2, 3, 63, 64, 65, 65, only 64, about $6,500, $6,500, home shoulder, okay. At 6,400 online, here's number 70, 18, WWT one, okay? Or no, 190, what do you think? How much? Three grand? I got 3 grand. Who got 1,000? Six and a half, 7. 670, 7. Not about 7, not quarter. Not quarter, half. 7.5, 75, 8. And a half, and 9. I'm gonna go 9, no half, no 1,000, no half, no 11. I got 11, and a half, and 12. And a half, and 13. 13, and a half, 14. 14, and a half, 15, and a half, and 16, we're gonna go 16, and a half, 17, about 17, and a half, 18, and a half, I can't see it, 19, 19, now, 2 grand, I got 2, you're gonna get 2 grand, okay, now, and 1, 21, 21, 20, 50, 21, 22, 22 and a half, about 22, 50, now 3. About 23, get a 3, 23 and a half, 4, and a half, and a half, and a half, 25, and a half, and 25 and a half, money's 25 online. About 25, 50, you're gonna go 50, 50, now, say, 50, 26, 26, about 2,600. And we sold the tank, 25, 50 online, all right, here we go, it's short thing, guys, 72. That's an old check, ECL. All right, it does run, 490, straight to the run. Three money, 3 and a quarter, 3 and a quarter, 3 and a half. I got a 50 and a 75, now quarter, 400, now quarter, now half, and 5, 5 and a half, 5 and a half, 6, now half, 6 and a half, 7, 7 and a half, and 8 and a half, and 9 and a half, 9 and a half. Quarter? How about quarter? I got 9 here. 9 and a quarter? He said, yeah. A quarter, half, 75,000, a quarter. And a quarter, 10's over there. 10 and a quarter? And a quarter, no half. And a half, 75. How about 75? Only 75. Now 11, 1100 and a quarter. And a quarter, 11's over here, 11 and a quarter. How about 11 and a quarter, and a quarter, and a quarter down here, and I'm going to sell it, right? 1100, number 8 of 73 cars. Oh, yeah. I don't know how to manage to the line, so I'm excited to do say. I got 5 to go, 5 to go on that one. Oh, we said 3, 3 and a quarter, 75, 4. I got 4 and a quarter, and a half, and 75, and a 5. And 175, 75, 6. But 600, I found 75 here, 6, now a quarter, now a half. How about a half, 650, now 75, now 7. But 7, we're gonna go 700, we're gonna go 7, 700, and 7, and we have solar tank for 675, number 87 of mile. All right, hey guys, thank you very much for coming out tonight. Make sure you pay your bills. Get your cars out of the yard by 12 noon tomorrow, 12 noon tomorrow, right? Thank you very much.